Well, today we're up at Strathcona Park and we're going to do a little hike. We're going to head up to, well, our first one stop's going to be Battleship Lake, and then we're going to go along, and optimistically we're going to make it up to Cruickshank Canyon Lookout this morning and get there in time for lunch. And right now we've got a little fog going on, so we're hoping that the fog's going to blow off and we're going to have a nice view of Cruickshank Canyon. Now we're starting on to our hike, and right now it's just a nice little boardwalk. We're walking through Paradise Meadows and we're heading up towards Battleship Lake. Stay tuned. Now we're still heading through Paradise Meadows along the boardwalk. Oh yes, today is my birthday. Happy birthday. Well, we've made it up to our first checkpoint, which is Battleship Lake, and it's a pretty good sized lake. We've been up here before and it's been foggy. Today we're lucky. We've got a little bit of a wharf here. There we go. It's a beautiful lake, and we have to hike down the side of it to get to our next destination. Well, we're past Battleship Lake. We've come up a little bit and we're up into some more alpine meadows. We're on our way to Coteau Lake, but we've got a really nice little alpine meadow up here. Pretty quiet. No bears.
A lot of social distancing.
Well, we've just got some glimpses of Lady Lake in the background. We got a really nice little creek that comes out of Lady Lake and a little footbridge that goes across the creek heading down. Not sure the name of this creek, but I'm sure it turns into a major river down further. Anyways, our next stop is Coteau Lake, and we're just working our way through the path. Carry on, Sheila. Here's another little view of Lady Lake. It's still pretty early in the morning. It's about 9:45, and we've got the sun's burning off the fog. We got a little bit of wildlife way out here. I think it's a mother duck with some babies. Can't really get a good shot of it. Anyways, looks like it's going to be a nice day on the trail. Well, we've made it up to Coteau Lake, and we're just going to check it out. It's not going to get a really good view of it because it's foggy up here, but there's water down there, and here's one of the campsite pads that they've set up. And over here we've got something that's pretty new. I think it's kind of like some kind of version of a curd or something like that. We're going to go over and check it out. So apparently this group campsite's been here for quite a long time. And there was actually a log house up here by the looks of it. But right now, we've got this new structure. Looks like a water tank, sort of. And some nice little chairs. And we even have a dock. The fog's kind of lifting a little bit off the lake. We'll hang around for a minute and maybe we'll get a better shot of it. Well, we checked out the yurt, looked through the window, the door was locked. There's a bunch of chairs and a sink and all kinds of stuff inside. If you got trapped up here, I guess it would be some shelter. Anyways, we're going to continue on and head for Kai Lake, I think, is our next stop. Well, we're just leaving Coteau Lake. It was named after Eugene Coteau, and he built a cabin there back in the 30s. Probably named the lake after himself. Anyways, it was kind of fogged in. We can't really get some good pictures of it. But we're going to head on And our next stop is Kauai Lake, and it's about a kilometer and a half. So we're gonna go for that. Hopefully the sun will burn off the fog. Oh, we've come to another little meadows. I don't think this is Murray Meadows because we have to turn off to go to that. But it's quite the little meadow, and it's got a nice little boardwalk across it. And this one's got water running through it, but looks pretty good. And you can see we've still got the fog, so we're heading to Cruickshank Canyon Lookout, and we're hoping this fog's gonna burn off by then. Well, we've made it up to Kauai Lake, and we're just checking out some of the campsites down here. Pretty nice little lake. We're really lucky this time. There's no, or not much fog on this one. But I don't think we're going to be doing any swimming. Our elevation is at 3,900 feet. We've come up about 1,200 feet since we left the starting point. And we're at 5.3 miles. So we got about 1.5 miles to go to Cruickshank Canyon Lookout, and we're hoping this fog clears by then. There's another little view of Kauai Lake. We did see one tent set up, so there's some campers up here. And now we're looking for the turnoff to the trail to Cruickshank Canyon Lookout. And Sheila's ready. Okay, we've come down the trail, and we've got to turn off this trail, and we're going down towards maybe Lake Beautiful and the Cruickshank Canyon.
Mariwood Lake.
But first of all, we're going to head to Mariwood Lake, which is down through here. Stay tuned. Well, we made it down to Mariwood Lake. It's a beautiful little lake. This one's a little bit off the beaten path, but it's a perfect little alpine lake. It's got little islands out there, and it's quite open. You probably can't see it, but there's an eagle down at the far end, sitting on a tree.
White blob.
Okay, and it looks like we got a little bit of clearing. Well, we've made it to Lake Beautiful, and it is beautiful here. But we are going to have a little bit of a river crossing coming up because there's a major stream running into Lake Beautiful. And we're going to have to work our way down and across these rocks. It's always interesting to watch Sheila do river crossings. Here she's just going to go for it. She's looking around. Is there a better spot? Let's see. Okay, she's going for it. She needs a stick to hold on. She's going to be down on her hands and knees pretty soon. Okay. Uh-oh, that one moved. She made it. Good job, Sheila. Well, we made it over the creek. Here's a view from the other side. It's not the upside, it's the other side. And we got a little waterfall down there as it runs down into Lake Beautiful. Can't get much better than that. Alpine Lake, Strathcona Park. Here's another view of the back end of Lake Beautiful. It's actually 2 levels. It's got the upper level and then the lower level down through the trees. Okay, we've walked quite a ways past Lake Beautiful, and I think we're getting pretty close to the lookout. I think all we have to do is go down and check out that spot right there, and we can see some snow in the background. Well, we've made it out to the lookout, and it's quite the lookout. Looks like it was worth the hike, and we got lucky because it's clear. Ho 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 boy! Ho ho! It is a long ways down there, and it is quite the valley. This is Cruickshank Valley, and it looks like they've been doing a bit of logging down in here, and they still are doing some logging down in here. As we work our way over to here, where we can see it's been logged fairly recently, and we got really lucky. We can't see the top of the mountains, but we can see the valley. And as you can see in the background, there's still some patches of snow up there in those hills. Well, we hung around the Cruickshank Valley lookout for a while, hoping that the wind was going to blow the clouds off the mountains so we could get a picture of some of the mountains. But it's not to be today. So we're going to now head back and work our way over towards Hair Trigger Lake, and then decide if we want to go up to Circuit Lake or start heading back. Well, we've been hiking along the trail coming back from Cruickshank Valley Lookout, and we've got to a junction here. Sheila's just taking a little break.
Circuit Lake, 2.2 kilometers times 2, there and back. I don't think so. I think we've done enough for today.
And then what do we got? 8.3 back to the parking lot. So we're going to go back to the parking lot this way, and with any luck we'll see Hair Trigger Lake on the way. So this is the furthest out that we're going, and we'll give you some stats here in a minute. We've gotten up to the 4,100 foot level, which is pretty much as high as we think we have to go, and we've got Hair Trigger Lake in the background. It's way down there. We're not going down there because we're getting pretty tired. So we're going to continue on and head back to the, well, I think the next lake will be the Helen McKenzie Lake, and we're starting to get a lot of mosquitoes around here now, so we're going to keep moving. Well, we didn't get to see Hair Trigger Lake, but there's no lack of little alpine lakes up here, and here's just another one of the many that we have seen on our hike today. Well, we're working our way down, and we've made it down to the area where the Forbidden Plateau Ranger Station is. And it's on the other side of a little pond here. And Sheila's found a friend. Uh-oh, quite a few. Gotta break it up. There we go. Well, we made it from the Forbidden Plateau Ranger's cabin down to Lake Helen McKenzie, and we just had another little snack here, and we had an absolutely horrible trail. It was steep, unmaintained, muddy, and very dangerous. Anyways, the trail back to the car is from here is pretty well used, and it is a bit maintained. So that's pretty much it for our hike up to Cruickshank Canyon Lookout. And we're gone.